it's a big fu to Kagero, and it's a big fu to Narukami, and really it's a big fu to everything in between. It just basically I mean, it's just annoying. Is what it really is. What do you think?
Yeah, it's great. I kind of wish they had another one that got power, but effect G Guardians with effects tend to be most powerful. So yeah,
That is very true. Um, moving on to the next. This is the 26th. That last one was the Christmas card of the day. So Battle Sister. Oh, we're not going to talk about these. These
Battle Sisters.
These are Battle Sisters. They're still not that. I mean, actually, to be honest, Battle Sisters is starting to become the best archetype in OTT.
Such a sad statement.
In my opinion, I think if someone's going to play OTT, Battle Sisters might just be the play. Might just be the play.
Okay, this is also from the clan where Magus had a run, where Magus was gonna be so good. It's not speaking well of that clan.
If you wish to live.
Continuing. We'll walk over that news.
Let's show him who the boss.
Continuing. Sorry about this, guys. Oh, so continuing on with more great nature stuff. We've got the GR from the set Omniscience Dragon for Negus. It is a obviously grade 4 Stride. So, Stride continuous. This unit gets power plus 4k for each of your rear guards. Stole something from Royal Paladins a little bit there. Auto Generation Break 3. Counterblast 1 Soul Blast 1 when this unit is placed in the G zone. From Vanguard, you may pay the cost if you do at the end of your turn. Choose all of your rear guards and retire them. For each unit chosen with this effect, draw a card, countercharge 1, soul charge 1. There's a note here that for each unit, you must draw 1, countercharge, soul charge 1. Not draw 5, countercharge 5, soul charge 5. So it's very different for some reason. It's like you gotta do it one at a time. Like,
order of operations.
Yeah, so it's like, it's not, basically what it's saying is you have to literally draw 1, countercharge 1, soul charge 1.
You can't draw 5 off
you can't draw 5 off the top. So you gotta follow the order because it's basically you're only gonna get every other card in the stack. You're also gonna go 10 deep in your deck. But the good thing is you do get a countercharge 5, which is pretty tasty. And then there's a rare full mark gorilla. I'll go through them really quick. Generation Break 2, this unit cannot be retired even if it is hit. Generation Break 1, it's got resist. Counterboss 1, this unit cannot be retired by card effects until the end of this turn. So basically, like, Great Nature just being the, like, I'm not going anywhere. So that's really what its clan's going to be. Nate, anything you want to add on the first card or the second card?
The first card, the Stride, is really cool, but it sounds like if you're not running Legion, you might deck out rather quickly. Especially Great Nature, which is already drawing a ton.
I think this is really the like the one of tech, because it's definitely it doesn't require a Persona flip or any kind of flip of any kind. So this is definitely the kind of card I would recommend who like you only use it as a one of or a two of. You don't use more than that. I mean, it's really just a good draw. Like if you're like, if you have a board and you don't have that, but you don't have a hand, and you're about to be exhausted on CB, this can put you back in the game.
It's still a fifth of your deck gone like that.
That is also very true. It is in fact a fifth of your deck. So next is Lesser Rider. It is Vanguard character booster 2. It is from the character booster 2. It's a double R. Success 20,000. Continuous rear guard. If this unit is successful, all of your units with the success ability gets power plus 2k and resist. This card's actually really good. And then once per turn, Soul Blast 1, this unit becomes successful until the end of the turn, and at the end of that turn, retire this unit. So one, that's just nice. That's just nice because it's like you can force it to be successful if you need the resist, and if it gets successful anyways, you still get that other skill. So it's nice on both hands. What do you think?
Take that, hand trap Kagero.
Belloc, try to retire my dudes now. You won't.
I don't know if it's possible, but I want to see if someone can get it really janky, get success on your opponent's turn, and just have a board full of resist on their turn. I want to see if it can be done.
That would be some spice, man. That would be some spice. That is some legit spice. No, forget that. Nate, that's too spicy. So, next is Enigman Sirocco. Character booster 2. It's an R. Burst. Soul Blast 1 at the beginning of your attack step, and your Vanguard's power is 10k or greater. You pay the cost if you do. This unit gets power plus 2k. It's a grade 2 9k. And until the end of that battle, if your Vanguard's power is 50k or greater, choose one of your opponent's units, and that unit cannot intercept until the end of the battle. This card's poopy. Don't play it. Moving on.
Oh, you know what's good, Jose? Steel Dragons. Oh.
Please stop. Please stop. We're good friends. Please stop. This card is actually pretty decent. I think it's a OTT. Precious Ophidion. I think that's how you say it. It's a rare, but it's Generation Break 1 Oracle. Retire this unit at the beginning of your ride phase. You may pay the cost. If you do, until the end of your next turn, you may stride without paying the cost the next time you stride. It's also got, when this is placed on rear guard, if you have Vanguard with Oracle ability, you pay the cost, draw a card. Soul Blast 1, draw a card. So, I like this card. I mean, it's good. So.
I'm not in love with it.
I mean, my one thing is that, like, okay, if this were like any other keyword, I'd totally be down for it, right? But you'd have like what, 6 cards in hand to be an Oracle? 5. Like, oh, okay, well maybe then. Okay, the thing is, like, my problem is that Oracle is a keyword that requires you to have requires you to have hand. And if you have hand, you probably have something to dish for stride anyways. So it's kind of like a redundancy kind of thing for this particular keyword only. Now, granted, I'd rather have the opportunity to draw a card than sack it for stride anyways. That's kind of cool. But you'd already have to have it on the board to sack it. So I'm kind of like iffy on it. Like, would I play it? Maybe if I was running OTT, but like right now, like I'm just kind of so iffy on OTT to begin. So I skipped Enigman Zephyr. I honestly, just because I don't like the card, we'll go through it anyway. So it's a Forerunner. Auto, rear guard, counterblast 1 at the beginning of your attack step. You may pay the cost if you do, return this card to hand. Burst, Generation Break 1. When this unit is placed on rear guard, if your Vanguard's power is 10k or greater, this unit gets power plus 4k until the end of the turn. If your Vanguard's power is 30k or greater, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets power plus 4k until the end of the turn. Actually, this card's not hot bad. It's actually not that bad. Now that I reread it, it's okay.
It's what, CB1 for 8k to the Vanguard? You could do
No.
worse.
It's not CB1 for 8k to the Vanguard. It's CB1 to 4k to the Vanguard and then 4k to the booster.
8k to the column. Boo-hoo.
It's 8, but it's 8k to the column. But the thing is, if you're gonna need to use this guy multiple times, you're just gonna CB1 to get this dude back to your hand. See what I'm saying? Because he's already gonna be on the board.
Looking at the attack step? No, that's
Yeah,
bad.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, one, you're gonna have to ride to grade 3 or ride grade 2. Whatever you do end up riding over this, even at grade 1, but not grade 1 because you're gonna need to hit your opponent. So you swing with it, you're gonna CB1, you're gonna pull this back up the hand, then you have to hold it to your grade 3 again.
Move along. Move
Like,
along.
it's not.
That's bad.
I'm saying card's not good. I'd rather use the Cosmic Hero dude that rest against 4K. It's so elegant, it's so simple. It's just rest 4K. Rest 4K. Rest 4K. So moving on to how we ended the year, which was not with a good card. Well, which is a questionably good card. People are going to be very, like, I think, polarized on this. First of all, apparently I learned that gods are very bureaucratic because this guy's name is State Affairs Subjugation Deity Kuzma Susano. Like, what? It's the GR, another GR from the set. Stride, Generation Break 2 Oracle. This unit gets power plus 5k and a critical. It's not bad. That's actually not that bad. I like that. It's simple, it's elegant. As we all know from our Vanguard days, usually skills with the shortest text tend to be the most broken. Its other skill, Generation Break 2, Counterblast 2. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, if the number of cards in your hand is 4 or less, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a number of cards until there are 5 cards in your hand. This is basically Card of Sanctity, but not like the actual card one, but like the good one. The one from the anime. It was like both players draw to 7. Like, this is that version, but in like Vanguard, but only for you. And that's not bad. Like, that's not a bad skill, to be honest. But the thing is, like,
Your enemy has destroyed a fort.
you're either going to use this just to get the crit, or you're going to use it to draw the cards and get the crit. But the thing is, like, in a deck that draws so much, I'm wondering, like, the feasibility of when you're going to be using that second skill. And granted, you may. I don't know. But, I don't know. It's a good finisher, I'm not gonna lie, because it's plus 5k and a crit. So it's a 31k line just right there. And it's got a critical. And so, that's my first thing about it. Because, like, I do want to go into this. But, and it's a good way to get Oracle later in the game, I'm not gonna lie there. But late game in Vanguard isn't necessarily, like, a super big thing, unless you're facing that matchup. Like, your Chronicle's gonna beat you by Stride 3. Now granted, this could help you if you make it to your second stride after you've guarded everything for the thing, but now you're playing up against, now you're just fighting to survive. You're not pushing. This isn't Urgeiser where you're like putting presence on board, then drawing cards, and staying in the presence of the game. This is, oh poopy, I've guarded my entire hand, I need a new hand, oh I better get this thing out of my pocket, Counterblast to draw a hand that I'm probably going to end up dumping again, and now you're just fighting to stay alive, and you're not pushing aggression except for that crit. That crit helps you, don't get me wrong. And granted, OTT's always been more of a 12 crit deck anyways, so it shows promise. I'm going to hand it over to Nate real quick.
I like it. It's cool. It has good potential. Whereas like Takamika Zul'jin is what CB2 to draw to, or whatever. You know, this is CB2 to maybe draw 5.
Thank you, Power Creep.
Inconsistent there. I think it comes down to kind of what me and Ryan and Steve were saying. You could make this card. It could have been so much better if when this is placed on Vanguard was replaced as with when this attacks. If this would have let me thrown down my hand to build the board and then draw because I don't have anything left, perfect. But this is already making me be in the situation where I don't have resources to begin with. Instead of letting me use the resources then recoup, it's just assuming I don't have them to begin with, which is very unfortunate. But not inaccurate against things like the Chronicle. So,
Yeah. I mean, like, here's the thing. I think OTT would have a better matchup now against Sankard. But the question still is the same. You're going to be drawing these 5 cards, and I'm just going to wipe them out of your hand. Then you're going to be drawing these 5 cards, and then you're going to wipe out your hand. And you're drawing these 5 cards, and what? I mean, it's a good way to get rid of all my Sank cards, but then I'm going to come at you with something else, and you're going to be like, oh god, no! I drew my whole deck, and now I'm done. Like, it's, I wanted more, but at the same time, I can't tell you exactly what I wanted. Like, that's a question we've gotten on the channel a lot, both in On the Roads and Off the Roads. Like, oh, you know, we rag on OTT, we say it's the worst clan, like, but like, how would you make it better? And that's the weird thing, is that like, OTT to me is just an antiquated clan. It's like, kind of run its course in the game, and without like a huge revival in like its key mechanic, it's not going to survive in a good way. And it's just because like, and we've talked about this 1,000 times, but like, drawing cards is just a thing that a bunch of clans do. So that's just not enough. If you can't. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
That's
I don't think the
end of
mechanic
your
is antiquated. I think OTT, unlike just about every other clan in the game, has not been able to diversify that mechanic. Like, when you look, how many mechanics can you say royals have? You have superior calling grade 2s, superior calling grade 1s. You have power lines, you have base crit, you have retire, you have restanding rear guards, you have restanding vanguards. Look what Kagero has, shadows. It all goes, the top decks have a diverse mechanic pool. OTT has drawing and silent tom.
And checking
You
the top.
only have
And checking the top
Oh.
card.
and check the top card. There you go. OTT really, I think, to survive, they just need more diversity. Their deck is great at drawing cards, but you don't do anything else. Like, shadows were good because we could draw cards, but we also had a restander. We had a base crit. We had pressure. OTT, here's maybe a base crit. Not what you got.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. I mean, it's just like, it's just I wanted more, but like I said, I can't really tell you what I wanted exactly. But I was expecting something surprising, and I wasn't honestly that surprised. I mean, I thought it was cool. I was like, oh, possibility to draw 5? That's nifty. Too bad I have to have no cards in my hand for that to be good. Like, so yeah. Moving on. Fine Coat Maltese. It is the double R. It is the Great Nature double R PG of the set. It's got the PG skill. It's got the good PG skill. Guards all your units. Congratulations.
I'm always right.
By the way, I think Bushi just needs to stick with one of these. And like, instead of flip-flopping, like, because you've got like the OG PGs that have their certain things, then you have the sub-clan PGs that can only guard their clan, and then you've got these you got the counter-charge PGs that can only protect the Vanguard, and you have these special PGs that can guard anything now. Like, come on, give me some uniformity here. So its other skill is Auto Drop Zone Generation Break 1. Choose 2 of your rear guards that are successful and retire them. At the end of your turn, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 Fine Coat Maltese, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. Yes, you can choose rear guards that were already gonna be retired. Isn't that just tasty? That's like, what? You can use that card we just talked about, Frinigus or whatever. And just be like, oh, end of the turn, I'll do those. I'll do those too. Oh, sack 5, draw 5, get my PG. Oh, nice. That's, I mean, I have no qualms with that skill at all. Like, that is nice. Nate, what do you think?
It's so busted. You need 1 PG. After you have drawn your 1 PG, you use it. You get another. You use it. You draw 2 more. And you've gone through all 4 of your PGs in 2 turns. You're
The thing is, like, go ahead.
No, I'm done. I'm done with this card.
The thing is, like, what I've always liked about Great Nature, what I've always appreciated about that clan, is that it's so spicy, man. It's always been that way. It's always been like, I'm gonna keep picking this one dude to retire. I'm gonna draw 4 cards off this one dude dying. I'm like, that's stupid. Like, granted, like the deck is good. Don't get me wrong. I've lost to that many a time, but like, it still can be beat by other decks, so it's not like super broken. But like, in its the way the deck operates, in theory, you'd be like, oh, retiring, draw. It's the minute where you were like, you can choose the same dude over and over and over and keep drawing, and it's like, man, that's just dumb. Like, it's just like, you're gonna draw so much, you're gonna get so much value off that turn. Gotta respect the value there. I mean, you're gonna end that, hypothetically, if you had no hand on the turn, but a full board, with the turn you Fenigris, and you have this PG, you would use this well, I guess, the PG would be on your opponent's turn. I just said. But you see what I'm saying, though. Like, you're gonna have so much value there. There's just so much value.
I hope
Anyways,
I get a card with glory skill. Please.
Zul'jin forward, Zul'jin.
A card with glory skill.
Nova's did. We're gonna get to that later. So, Deity Spirit Loyalist Ohiho? Continuing. It is the double R grade 2 9K OTT of the character booster. Generation Break 1, Oracle, Counterboss 1. When this unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Search for one of them with the Oracle ability, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle your deck, and then if you put a card in your hand, this unit gets power plus 3K. Put this unit into your soul at the beginning of your main phase. If the number of cards in your hand is 4 or less, you pay the cost. If you do, draw a card. This card is so... I don't like this card. I'd rather have Silent Tom.
Yeah, you know what you're not drawing off this card? Silent Tom. You know what the deck needs? Silent Tom. I'm starting to see a problem here. I mean, it's cool it gives power, but the real card that needed power was Silent Tom. You can't get him.
My temple's power
It's cruel.
This card is meh. I don't like the card.
stronger than I believe.
Okay. So, Monthly Bushy Road. We're not going to talk about the Cosmic Hero Grand Smasher because it's actual hot garbage. But Metaborg Jetsider G1 is actually kind of interesting. So, it's auto, Soul Blast 1, when the unit is placed on rear guard, you may pay the cost. If you do, look up the top 4 cards of your deck, search for up to 1 card with Legion among them, put it into your hand, put the rest in your drop zone. That's actually kind of tasty. For 2 reasons. You're checking 4 to search for a Legion card. And then, regardless, you put 4 into the drop zone. Boom, you're at Legion. Or you put 3 in the drop zone if you get something. If you don't get something, you got 4 in the drop zone, you already have Legion. So it's like, kind of tasty for that reason. It's a Legion searcher. Now, granted, we could talk night and day about the fact that the Legion's not good. Like, that's a discussion for another time. I'm just saying, in regards for the Legion deck, that's actually pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Nate, what do you think?
I'm gonna disagree with you again. I hate it. I think it's stupid. Why
Wow.
would I want that? I'm searching the top 4 for a 4 of in my deck, because I'm assuming it's searching for a card with Legion ability. So you can only search for 1 of those. I assume you can't get the mate with it, because the mate doesn't have the Legion ability.
No, you're definitely searching for the Legion.
So,
the Legion.
yeah,
Legion.
So I'm searching the top 4 for 1 of 4.
Say hello to
My backup grade 3 gets me it for free? For free, right? Yeah, Baron Grave's free.
Yeah, Baron Grave. No, maybe. Possibly.
Maybe CB1. At the most CB1, maybe Soul Boss 1. Whatever. I'm getting it for cheapsies. Why am I doing this? This is stupid. And really, I'm just getting the Legion for my stride. So let's be honest about our motivations here. I think he's cool. He's nifty. I wouldn't call him good.
He is nifty. I will say that he is definitely nifty. Alright. They've got more Great Nature spoilers, so let's all continue on. So,
Oh god.
Great Nature. Go Home Toad. Go Home Toad. G2. Generation Break 1. Soul Blast 1. You're bang over Honorary Professor on its card name. This unit gets continuous rear guard. This unit can attack a Vanguard from the back row until the end of turn. At the end of that turn, retire this unit.
Victorious.
Okay. That's all I have to say about that card. Reader Pig, G1, when this unit is placed on rear guard,
MVP.
you may have this unit get continuous. That's a weird writing. Anyways, you can get the continuous skill. If you have a Vanguard with the Honorary Professor in its card name, this unit can attack the Vanguard from the back row until the end of turn. If you do at the end of turn, retire this unit. Also kind of interesting.
I don't like this. It wasn't good in Murakumo. Why
Okay,
is
this
Great
is-
Nature trying?
This is
Please.
basically all Honorary Professor stuff. All Honorary Professor stuff. Alright. The last guy that I'm going to go through is this Great Nature Monthly Booster Road spoiler cast is Honorary Professor Cambages. He's like grade 3. Choose a grade 3 with Honorary Professor in its card name from your hand and discard it. When this unit is placed on Vanguard by writing a